Truth seekers, today we are diving deep into the murky waters where big oil and big pharma intertwine. Now buckle up as we uncover how the petrochemical interests shaped modern medicine, the controversies surrounding COVID-19 vaccine, and the opioid crisis that shook the nation. I meet John D Rockefeller, the oil tycoon who didn't just fuel cars, he fueled a medical revolution. Now, in the early 1900s, Rockefeller's Standard Oil empire had a surplus of petrochemical waste. A better way to monetize it than by turning it into pharmaceuticals. Now, through the Rockefeller Foundation, he began funding medical schools and research institutions, promoting a shift from holistic healing to a model dependent on synthetic drugs. Now, conveniently, all of these synthetic drugs have been derived from petrochemicals. Now, herbal medicine, this was labeled as quackery. Nutrition-based healing dismissed as pseudoscience. Why? Because they couldn't be patented, which meant that no money could be made off of them. Now, this shift led to the system that we know today, one that treats symptoms, not causes, one that rewards repeat customers over cured patients, one where doctors are incentivized to prescribe instead of prevent. It's not medicine, it's marketing, and your body and health is the battleground.
China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
There are fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
This is a rapidly emerging situation where there is not a cause for alarm.
The first US case has been detected.
There's confirmation the coronavirus has reached Australia.
China is urging its citizens not to travel abroad as it struggles to contain the virus.
We will be standing up Christmas Island as a quarantine area.
Now, when the COVID-19 vaccines hit the market, Big Pharma made big money. Pfizer alone pulled in over $100 billion in 2022.
$100 billion. Oh, gentlemen, silence.
mRNA technology was hailed as revolutionary, but cracks in the shiny facade quickly emerged. Post-vaccine syndromes, including brain fog, fatigue, and autoimmune issues have since gained attention in peer-reviewed journals, like the recent studies from Yale suggesting possible immune system misfiring. But while the science is catching up, public discussion is not. Now, here's what they don't want you to know. During the pandemic, not all voices were welcomed. In fact, many were deliberately silenced.
Jeff Barkey, and I'm here representing thousands of physicians across the country whose voices are being silenced because we don't agree with the mainstream media and the experts who are telling us what to do.
Being silenced, my own managers were following my social media. They were tracking everything I was saying, everything I was doing. I received phone calls with threats, and I was also told that if I didn't show up to my long shifts, I wouldn't be paid as I usually am.
Doctors, researchers, even Nobel Prize winners who raised valid concerns about vaccine risks were shadow banned, deplatformed, or ridiculed. And we're not talking flat earth bloggers. These were immunologists, epidemiologists with decades of experience. Social media giants worked hand in glove with governmental agencies to suppress dissent under the banner of combating misinformation. Now, the problem is a lot of that misinformation turned out to, well, be true.
Truth shall set you free.
And let's talk tactics. We were bombarded with fear. Slogans like trust the science, do it for grandma, and we're all in this together weren't just feel-good platitudes. They were actually psychological weapons designed to provoke compliance, not critical thinking. And then came the carrots and the sticks. Vaccine passports, job mandates, travel restrictions. Choose the shot or lose your livelihood. Now, is that informed consent or is it coercion? And don't forget the cherry on the top, legal immunity. Under emergency use authorization, companies like Pfizer and Moderna were shielded from liability from vaccine-related injuries. You had to take it, but if it hurt you, too bad. Meanwhile, they raked in tens of billions of pounds in profit with no liability, no refunds, and full government backing. It was the most lucrative, risk-free investment in medical history. And if you think this is the first time that Big Pharma has played dirty, think again.
Him or her about your pain. Don't be afraid to take what they give you. Often, it will be an opioid medication. Some patients may be afraid of taking opioids because they're perceived as too strong or addictive. But that is far from actual fact. Less than 1% of patients taking opioids actually become addicted. And any drowsiness that might occur when you start to take the medication will soon wear off in most patients.
Now, Purdue Pharma's OxyContin fueled an opioid epidemic by marketing a highly addictive drug as safe. Internal documents revealed that Purdue Pharma knew the risks, and they pushed it anyway. Even McKinsey, the elite consulting firm, advised them on how to turbocharge sales. The result? Over 500,000, that's 500,000 lives were lost. That is not a side effect. That was a strategy. Now, in the end, we're left with the simple truth. Big Pharma doesn't profit when you're healthy or well. It profits when you're dependent. But healing, that's still possible. It starts with returning to basics: whole food, clean water, herbal medicine, rest, movement, and sunlight. The ancient wisdom that modern medicine abandoned in its race for patents and profits. Because nature doesn't ask for your data. She doesn't ask for your money or your loyalty. It just asks for your attention. Now, thanks for watching, guys. If this resonated with you, share it, not for clicks, but because the truth truly matters. And if you like this vibe, don't forget to subscribe for more critical deep dives into the industries that are shaping our health, our world. And remember, real health does not come in a syringe. It comes from sovereignty. Welcome to Project Enlightenment. My name is Maelstrom. I'm here to enlighten you and to help you to become that sovereign person that rules your own life wisely. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably love this one or this one. I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.